Alrighty then. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, so we're going to do this. Twitch chat is not on because I'm only on YouTube. Blah, blah, blah. I'm getting over a cold, so this should be interesting. I do have a mute button on my mic in case I do cough or something. But alright, so welcome everyone. We're going to do this. I got a couple of comments here on the Windows Cardano CLI thing that I put up a little while ago. Let me go and pull up these comments here on this video. So we have Sam Eldon here. He wanted to create a tutorial for the script. I told him, most of the code is already on certain things, and that's pretty much what I used. I'm here 8 minutes ago. I suggested doing a live stream, so we're just gonna go with this. We got some people going through having some problems doing the wallet, creating wallets, etc. And we have this one here, which is really interesting. So yes, changing the TX out amount to a value is updated in the code because of the Node version. So we are going to end up having to go through all that stuff. And basically, we'll get to all of this stuff later, but what we're going to do first is create our environment. So I have no idea how long this series is going to take because we're going to be cutting it off and letting stuff go. The major point is going to be when we synchronize the node. It's going to take all night. So let's just go ahead, and you want to get VMWare free. We want the VMware workstation player free. I want VMware player free, not that one. I don't want that. Where's the link? I know, I don't want the try. Workstation player. There we go. Okay. So I'm on 15, but and the link is going to be for a newer version. I'm going to paste this in here. So here is the VMware player. And that will hopefully get you to the place where you need to go. So that's going to be the getting this, and this is going to let you install your virtual machine. And this is what we're going to use to do our development environment. So normally on Windows I use Visual Studio Code. So we're going to install that in here so that we can work in Linux environment. They do have an install, so we'll grab the links when that comes to it. Let's go ahead and create a new virtual machine, and we are going to want to get ourselves Ubuntu 20.04. This probably will do it. Yes, sure. So this here, so you want to go to ubuntu.com/download/desktop, and you want to get your LTS and long-term support version. You want to download this ISO. So this should give me whatever version that you have. It's not going to. Yeah, there we go. So we have the AMD version because I'm running AMD. I'm assuming whatever. It's just going to tell you this amazing stuff to download. And you will need this to install your virtual machine. So you need the installer disk image, and it detects it as a easy install. So normally when you install Ubuntu, it asks you for like your region, your keyboard, your time zone, all that stuff. This actually just simplifies the process and automatically does it. Browse to your where you have it downloaded. So there's my 2004, and go next. And we're just gonna do we'll just do Cardano. We'll do password. Sure. Oh. Oops. Lowercase. There we go. Alright, and this is going to be Cardano test environment, and we're gonna put this on our F drive, virtual machines. I probably have to create a folder in here. Alright, there we go. We're gonna give it, we'll give it 80 gig. We'll do single file. Okay, so now we're gonna customize the hardware. So for this one, because we're gonna be doing some graphics, we're gonna set it around the 8 gig range. We'll give it 2 cores. We're going to set our network to bridged and replicate, so it's going to duplicate what we have. That also means it's going to treat it like it's a, you plug the computer right into your switch or router. It's just going to grab an IP by default because it's going to be dynamic DHCP. Sure, we'll do this. We'll end up muting that later, and this should be fine. And sure, 8 gig of RAM. Yep. Alright, so now this is going to go through the whole setup process and hammer its way through. So here we got our easy install is going to install it, blah 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 blah. There we go, get rid of it. And then we're going to let this go. Checking the disk. Could have probably put this on the SSD, but whatever. These files get pretty big. I think my relay is like 109 gig when it's running. Virtual machines take up a lot of space. So if I go to my relay, it's at 109 gig when it's running. So it's, yeah, they take up a lot of hard drive space. That's why it's always better to have an actual computer, even if it's like a really old machine. As long as it's got like 8, maybe 16 gig of RAM if you're going to run a relay. Put a video card in it or something and just install Ubuntu raw on it, and then make sure you can SSH into it. And you can do all this stuff, or remote desktop, blah blah blah. And there's the amazing sound. Alright, so now it's doing all the quick install stuff. So what the quick install does is it uses VMware or VM tools. So this auto insta ISO, this is their VM tools that allows it to skip through all of this setup stuff for you. It just automatically checks boxes and does all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's kind of nice. Hope everyone's having a good day. We're starting to cool down up here in Canada. It's getting kind of fall-like weather. The leaves started turning color up here early because we had no rain, and it was super hot, and then it rained a whole bunch, and it shocked the trees, and now it's like it turned fall early. So it's starting to get cooler now, but it's still like 20 degrees, 18 degrees outside. But apart from that, it's just we sit inside. I mean, we don't go outside, right? We sit here and we program all day. So let's just kind of go over some stuff that we're going to need. So I'm going to open this up, and we're going to go. So what do we need? We're going to need, we need to install Cardano-Node sync, and then we're going to have to install Visual Studio. We're going to need the Cardano-CLI-JS, and then we're going to need what do we want? Yeah, that'll do for now. It's going to take us a little bit to go through that, so we will let that go. So let's actually pull up. We don't need this anymore. So we want guild operators, So this is the easiest way to install a Cardano node. It's designed for people who want to run a relay or a block producing node and stuff like that. So there's a bunch of stuff that we do skip. But this here lets us do a installing the latest version, which is 1.29 right now, I believe. And it's got all the scripts and everything that you would need. Let me go and put this in here. Let's go Cardano-Node guild operators / CM tools. We'll put that in there. So what CN tools is the guild operators have created a system that it's all scripted and allows it to run all the commands from managing a pool and all that stuff right from a terminal. So you can like SSH into your box and it will let you, create wallets, transfer funds, as well as assets from that wallet. And the nice thing is that the way that the Cardano CLI makes stuff is all the files that when it creates the wallet, you have to rename them, because instead of like wallet name .payment .s key or v key or whatever, you delete the name of the wallet so it's just payment and stuff, but it's all in its own folder. So the way that CN Tools operates is it has a private wallet folder, and then inside that is the name of the wallet. So whatever the name of the wallet is how CN Tools is going to distinguish between different wallets. But then every single file inside is just renamed to payment.skey, payment.vkey, blah blah blah. There's like, I think 6 files that it creates that you have to delete the name, period, and then whatever. So yeah, we're gonna let this go, and I will be right back. Alright, it's rebooting, that's cool. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna shut this down because there's a feature in here that you cannot, and you can do this in the Pro version within the menus. So what you're gonna do is edit this. Okay, so I have copy paste. So these two lines, copy, and we'll come back here and we're gonna go to test environment and we'll edit this, but then it's going to want to do other stuff here. So when this is done, we're going to let this reload, okay, because it's going to resave it, and we're going to paste this in at the bottom. So we can go like that, right? And what that'll do is it'll enable copy, paste, drag, and drop, which will allow us to drop stuff right onto the desktop or into a folder, but also copy and paste. So I can open up my own browser and paste URLs and stuff right into it. Okay, there we go. So now we're powering up for the first time. It just makes things a lot easier. So we're going to go here and password and skip. No, next. No, done. Alright, here, power off, power off, power off. And I'm going to have to go into here. I think I still have a port forwarded actually. Let me go make sure. Okay, so we're going to come into here. It says yes, but I want to reload this. And we're going to paste, and we're going to save. So there's our copy paste. If disabled equals false in our test environment. I'm going to put this away now. And I want to make sure basic port forwarding. Okay, I have 3005 on IP of 0.0.8. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll start this thing up. No. Alright. Let this go. And then we should now be able to copy and paste stuff into it. So what we'll do is we're gonna set, because we have a port for we go like this. Here. Wrong window. Where'd it go? Right here. So I have my Cardano test is set to 3005 and 2.08. So that's my port forward for this particular box. And I'm just going to give it the static IP so that I don't have to add anything else into it. So we'll do this. We'll maximize this window when it becomes available. There we go. So we come up to our networking, wired networking settings, and we do this, and we say IPv6 disabled, IPv4 manual, and then we want, oh my god, 192.168.0.8. Hello. Oh my god, 0.1. And DNS is 8888 by commas 8844. Apply, off, on, Settings. There we go. So now we got a port forward. So that port 3005 is important to remember because that's going to be our node's port, so it can communicate through the firewall. So and that's why we have a mute button. Alright, so we want to go to this. So now I can copy this link, go into, oh my god, yeah, you can install it. It's going to want to restart, I bet. It's going to download all the things. And go away here. Yep, there we go. So now we can paste links in. And so this is going to be our guide on here. So we'll let this do this. We're going to do another update after this just to make sure like the actual software in the machine is updated. This can go away now. Sure. We don't need that. It's like the longest. Well, no. So the longest thing is synchronizing. It takes hours because it's huge. It's a lot of gigs it has to synchronize. I think the actual compiling of the node takes about an hour. So we'll probably install the other stuff first. I'm actually not really sure how it's gonna like it streaming at the same time as downloading and synchronizing. It should be fine. It should be fine. Okay, let's move that. Let's get rid of that. I don't need mail. Don't, come on. Don't need this. I don't need this. Okay. Updating your system is important. So this has to be done. There's no way around it. And it's probably going to want to restart anyways. Alright, let's just do this. Terminal. No. So what we want is we can't install anything while it's doing this because it's locking it all. So what we want, we can at least start making the directories. Oh really? Oh, that's cool. I like it when it crashes. Oh my god. Go away. Alright, there you go. Copy. Paste. Alright, so there's our folders. I have to install curl, so sudo, oh I can't do it yet, but install curl. Wait till this is done. I actually wrote a bash script to do all this stuff, so when I need to update a node I just run this script that I made, so all of these commands are just in one giant thing. So, and all you'll have to do is type in your sudo password so that you can actually install stuff. Updating. Yeah, it's gonna want me to install later, restart later. We do this. Alright, so we got that. Alright, let's restart it. Oh, you just chatting. Oh man. Oh, cold sucks so much. Every fall I get one. And now I'm out of coffee, which is bad. But that's okay. No, it's not. We'll have to get some coffee later. What? Alright, here we go. Here. So, we have, let me pull up my little thing. So we're going to install the node and synchronize it, install Visual Studio. Okay. So maximize, get into here, and we'll do this in here. Alright. Copy here. Home, home, and then we're gonna do paste, chmod 755, this, and we're gonna run it. And password. Alright, so what we just did was these two lines here. So we curled, grabbed the script from their GitHub, set it to executable, and then we're executing this. So the next one is going to be doing this command after this one's done. So I'm going to paste this and press enter. And it should do it right after. So what this is going to do is install all the little modules and stuff that it needs, like Haskell and the GTC, so it compiles all kinds of stuff. So, or GHC, not GTC. And yeah, and it'll just install all these little packages that it needs to build the actual node itself. Um, every time there's a new version of the node, when they update it, it's not too bad. But I noticed from probably 1.27, I think was the first one where it was a little longer than 1.19. And then 1.29, which is the new one where they put in Alonzo, so we have smart contracts now as of yesterday. There's a lot more things it has to compile, so it takes a little bit longer. So we're probably getting really close to like 50 to 60 minute mark to compile the node from scratch. If certain things don't update, like some of the background stuff, and it's just like the node functionality itself, it won't have to rebuild everything. It can kind of use, as long as parts of the code don't update, it has less to recompile. So it does go a little faster every time. But when they do a major revision like this, it usually has to recompile some of the back-end stuff as they make changes. So it can take a little bit. Okay, and let's actually go and look for Visual Studio Linux, because we're going to want to install this. Visual Studio Code Linux. This one here. Okay, I just want, there we go. Please just give me, no, I don't want to do that. Where's the command line one? There we are. This one here. So this particular function, we're going to open a new terminal. I'm going to run this. Oops. Alright. I'm really happy that I have faster internet now. This used to, like, when I initially set up my relay, this took forever because I only had a 5 meg internet line. There we go. So Visual Studio Code is installed. We can close this. We come into Applications, and we will add this to Favorites. And there we go. So now we're on the Favorites. So we can do this. Setting up the environment. We can close this window, and I will copy this again just in case it didn't paste, but I'm pretty sure it did. We'll just make sure that it it does have that as the last command it does. If not, we'll do it again. Oh, it's doing libsodium. If I had a Threadripper machine, man, I'd be running like 8 cores per virtual machine. It'd go really fast. There we go. And it did not do it, so we'll do this. There we go. Alright, so now, build and run, node and CLI. We have done the prereqs, so we're going to go to here. Here, we'll just type this. Actually, we're going to copy this, because that's the one. The other ones we can type. because it made this when it did like libsodium and stuff like that. So this, and then we want to paste. We're going to clone that, and then we will change into that folder, and then we're going to do this stuff. So we're going to fetch all the tags, and we're not going to pull. I don't know why it does pull. Yeah, because fetching the tags and then checking out the branch will just pull like the specific thing. I don't do the git pull, so we go git fetch tags all, and then git checkout, and then we'll just do 1.29.0. So there's that, and then yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, so now I want to run this. Copy. Paste. So we are inside the Git repository, and we're running the build all script that comes with CN tools. And this is going to treat everything that it needs to access from the node repository, and it's as the root folder that we executed this in, and it's just going to run all this stuff. This takes an hour. So this is going to take a little while. So while that's running, what else can we do? What else do we need? We need Cardano CLI. So let's go and set up our Cardano CLI stuff in here. So let's go and make a okay, yeah, dark. Next. I don't care. Go away. Okay, so open folder. So we are going to make a new folder called Cardano test. We'll go Cardano dev. Sure. And we'll say OK. So now we've got our folder. Yes, I trust everything in this folder. So now we need to start installing all of our stuff. So we need the Cardano-CLI-js, which is the berry pool wrapper. And to do this, you go like this: npm install Cardano-CLI-js. And we can do that inside here. We open a new terminal. So we are inside our Cardano dev. And we go paste. And I have to install this. Sudo apt install npm. Password. Yes. Oh, this takes forever. Let's actually see what it's doing here. Resources. Yeah, see, it's pinning it like really hard. It really does not like having 2 cores. Alright, there we go. So that's done. So now we're going to paste, install our Cardano CLI.js, and actually let's just go, oops, come on. Just do this, just in case. Okay, so there's our CLI, and so now you need the actual source for, or not the source, the node. So what we'll do, I want this. So here's that YouTube video that I linked. I don't know, I didn't link it, but this is the tutorial that I was following when I initially was setting this up. And basically it has this Cardano.js file. Okay, and then it has a fetch config. Alright, so this is the config version, but it's not the right actual one we want. So we're just going to make a, what is it? He called it fetch config. We might as well keep it the same, right? Paste. So now the build number is different now. So I want, I'm gonna need that one later. I'm looking for okay, so here's the important bit. So as of yesterday, every single stake pool and relay, anyone running a node that puts 1.29 in, has to manually change them. So you have to add these things into your configuration file. So we have to download this file, which we already will have this with CN tools, but we have to manually edit our mainnet config.json. So if we look at the code that he has here, he has mainnet shelly genesis.json, right? And there is a config file option. Well, it's in there. So your Genesis file has to be in here. So if you look down here, we should see. Oh no, sorry, that's for the node. This is for just the node, not for this particular thing. You know what? It might just work. It might work still, because this is the is different. So let's actually go and pull the new let's go grab the new build number for it. Base. I can remember which one it is. Cardano-Node. This is the one. Build version. Trying to find the configuration. I'm just gonna go and look at mine here. No, I don't even have it running. Alright, we're gonna find this again. We're in no rush, we got like an hour to burn, so we're going to Do they have a link to it? Configuration files. There we are. This is the one we want. So this is our build number. So I found this on that releases page, right? So this is where it's got the Node 1.29 on their releases, and it's got the Alonzo thing that we'll have to do for the node, but at the very bottom they have links to the configuration files, and this is the current build. So this is our build number. I'm going to copy this, and we're going to replace that with this. Paste. I'm going to save that, and like that. And there we go. So now we got our new Genesis file. Look at that. That's fancy, isn't it? Okay. Now that we've got that, what in the heck are you doing? Making little green pigs. That's crazy. Okay, so now that we've got that, we leave that window open, and alright. Looking for the this. Alright, so this here. So we're back into this. So we've got our mainnet. I'm going to go into our Cardano. Okay, we're just going to copy this. Copy. New folder. Source. New file. Cardano.js. Paste. Save. Now we want to go and change this. Home. Cardano dev. The path is not this. I want Cardano dev. Mainnet Shelly, so Cardano dev mainnet Shelly. Yeah, okay, so there's that path. So we're home directory, Cardano dev is the directory, which is this root, and then we want the Shelly path. Actually, you could change this, but we'll leave it like that. You could just put dev in there since it's already, or dir in there since it's already got it in there. And we're using it down here. Network is mainnet, Shelly path, blah blah blah. Okay, so that should all be good. And this can go away now. That's going along pretty good. Alright, so the next step is create a wallet. So we're going to do the create a wallet. This is not going to function right now, by the way. But first, we're going to move that over here, and let's do let's think about what we're going to do with this environment. So we're only going to have to do this once, right? So let's just do let's just make a file in here. Create wallet. Copy, paste, and this is require source Cardano, and we need to create the wallet, which is called Cardano dev. Alright, so that's going to create the wallet. When this will not function until it's synced, so we can't even create the wallet yet. The next step is going to be let's just create the get balance one. So we're just gonna do this, really. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go, let's just make a new file called testing.js. Alright, so we should have a wallet, and actually let's do something different here. Alright, let's try this. So we're gonna do a alright, so we're going to functions for dealing with node stuff. So we're going to do create wallet, check balance of wallet, and so we're going to go function create wallet name, and then we're going to do this code. Alright. So there is our whatever. We'll just do this. Okay. Just so I can kind of separate it a little bit. It looks absolutely horrible. Let's not do that. That's fine. Alright. So it's the exact same code, but it's just a create a wallet thing. Okay, so then we're going to do a function called check balance wallet name, and then we're going to do paste. Alright, so this is not sender. This is wallet. And we're going to do this, and we're going to do console log wallet balance. Alright, so that's the same function. We're just passing in variables. So when we start, we're going to be able to asking this for whatever we want, right? So let's do a async function called initialize wallet, and we're going to go let wallet name equal Cardano-dev. Okay, so now we've got our name. So what we're going to do is we're going to await, and we're going to go return new promise. How does that work again? Promise, and then you do a I forget how that works now. Resolve reject, right? Okay. Resolve reject, and then you go create your function. Okay. So what we want to do is we're going to put all this stuff into here. So what this is going to do is basically let us await the return of each thing, and then we're going to return a promise. So when we call create wallet name, it won't do the next step where we're going to check balance wallet name. It won't fire this until this is done. So it's going to wait for this promise to resolve. So we're going to resolve what does it return normally when it creates the wallet? So normally it does wallet of the account. Okay, so it would just return the value, right? So Cardano wallet name. Okay, and we're gonna go try catch error, and we're going to reject the error. Otherwise, we're going to do all of this in the try catch. So if it throws an error, it's going to reject this promise and it won't get hung up. Async functions, it doesn't like it, and in the future it will basically just, I think it's just going to halt them, so you'll want to make sure you're catching all your stuff in here. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to return the promise, and then we're going to check the balance of that thing, and we will go, since we're returning the wallet, we're going to go let new wallet is going to be this. We're going to go, we're just going to pass in the wallet, so we don't need to do this anymore. We're just going to go like that, right? Oop, wallet, oop, come on. There, check balance wallet. Since we're already returning it, might as well just use it and not have to query a second time. So technically that should work. If I were to run this, it would error because we're not actually running the node yet. It's still building. So essentially, yeah, I mean, this is all exactly the same. So the other thing is going to be checking the balance of your wallet. So for checking the balance of a wallet, I was using Blockfrost. So Blockfrost lets you can actually use IPS on here. You don't have to run your own IPS server. It allows you to do a certain number for free. Alright, so you can see free forever. You get 50,000 requests per day, which is easy to be under. 100 megabytes of IPFS storage. So for really small projects, this would be great. Yeah, so we might create a demo plan for this and just use it for testing stuff. And then you can like pay, etc. The more IPF storages you have, the more images and files and movies or whatever you can store. Of course, the larger the file, the less you can do. But let's say you're under 100 or under 1 meg for a picture. You know, you can do at least 100. So not horrible. Get them small enough, and you can store pretty large amount of things for free. Now what? Guitar lessons, that's cool. Alright. So now that we have our wallet, we're checking the balance. The only other things to do is to mint stuff. I think we'll wait until it synchronizes, because then we'll have the node. We'll install the rest of the stuff afterwards once that's done, because a lot of the stuff I can't test until it's already running and stuff. And I can't even adjust my settings until it's finished building the node. Once it finishes building the node, you gotta check your versions, make sure that you're on 1.29, and then I have to do that manually add these things to your mainnet config. Okay. After that, then it should be fine. and then yeah, you should be able to run the node as a service, and it'll just synchronize in the background. And you won't have to have a terminal open with the node in it. It'll just be running in the background as a system service. So it'll make it a little easier. Beyond that, like, this is the absolute essentials of getting the node running. Cancel, save. Once the node synchronizes, you can start performing queries on it and everything. I think the next step, so what we're going to do next is make sure the node's running, and then we're going to probably set up a block frost system where it's checking your balance on a rotation, and then potentially we'll set up a database on here. Yeah, we should probably do some kind of a database on this system, and that way we can connect to this database and store the transaction details. So when we get a transaction, we're not doing like repeat transactions that we've already processed. We can single out ones that we've already done. Yeah, I think we'll do it that way. And then yeah, once that's constantly checking, that's when you can start doing stuff like monitoring for incoming transactions of specific amounts. You'll want to have different things set up to say how much of a value you're expecting, so that when it comes in, that particular amount is like a trigger, and it will perform an action based on how much was sent. So yeah, we'll get to that in a future moment in time. The fun part is going to be minting the NFTs. We'll have to come up with some stuff. Yeah, well, in the end, I think, you know, I probably should have set this up on mainnet, but whatever, I don't care. We'll do it on the mainnet, on testnet. I should have set it up on testnet, but whatever. We'll do the testnet instead. Anyways, we're gonna let this run. This is gonna take a long time. Like, we probably got another half hour left until it's finished, and when it's done, I will come back and start streaming again here. Alright, well, we're getting there. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty of it here. So we've got our node is compiling. I'm trying to figure out where we are here. Main node distributed new style. Build test main. Orbos consensus. Probably missed some of the stuff. As soon as you start seeing the Alonso stuff, that's when we're in 1.29 territory. Because it's got to compile all the individual components of the node, and then it links them all together. And then, yeah. So it can take a little bit. But the and that's what happens when you unplug your microphone. That's what happens there. So yeah, so the Alonso stuff is the new stuff, and it usually appears near the bottom, and yeah, so we'll just let it keep going. We're getting lots of stuff. Oh, we have friends requests from Melissa Johnson, who let's check this out here. Alright, Melissa Johnson. Okay, so she's got a picture. She has a picture. No mutual servers, no mutual friends. Ah, I see. Yeah. Probably not someone that I know. And most likely it's someone that is on, if they're not on a server, yeah, that means that they're probably a bot. Okay, come on, there we go. Yep. Alright, let's clean up some of our windows here. We don't need this anymore. We need that. Do I have that in the other one? I have it here. So we'll keep this. And there's the minter. Alright. We'll take this and dump it in here. Yeah, so we'll keep these two windows because those are the ones that we're going to use from now on. We have the burn asset, blah 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 blah. Let's talk about our block frost stuff. So first thing we're going to want to do is get the block frost IO stuff. So we're going to come into here, and I want where is that's not what I want. I want the no. They have one maybe in here? No, it's not that. Maybe it's in their blog. 1.26 releases maybe. No. Alright, so this is 2.6. Alright, so there we are. There's the new version of it. So if we come down here, okay, so we're going to have to check this out. That's the documentation for it. Alright, so we want to do copy this. And we're going to come back into our test environment, and we're going to go to the Git folder, Git clone paste, and open API list, and we're going to go git fetch tags all, git pull or git checkout 1.26, was that what it was exactly? Okay, let's close this. V0126. V0.1.26. There we go. That is not the right way. No, I don't think I want that one. I just closed the window. I want this one. Sure, we'll keep that and that. Okay, so we got our minter, that. Alright, blockfrost.io.js, because there's, oh, there we are. Blockfrost.js, that's the one we want. Alright. I don't know if yarn works on here. Cardano-dev. Okay, so I want to go here. Yeah, sudo apt install cmd test. Yes. Okay, well, that ain't gonna work. Alright, so we're going to just do this. And we're going to here, this. I want how are we doing here? What's Cardano ledger? Okay, Alonzo. See, there's the Alonzo stuff. So now we're getting into 1.29 territory. Alright, so it's still not done downloading it? It's only doing 1 meg? Really? That's horrible. Alright, fine. We're just going to do it this way. Copy here. I'm going to go open API. We need R? Oh, come on. There we go. Alright. So we want git clone this. There, so now we're at 12 meg. Doing it in the browser, downloading, for some reason the HTTP limits it. It's really frustrating when it does that. Let's just pull this puppy back up. Get my chat back in case someone pops in here. Alright, so we got this one done. What are we doing now? Don't know, don't care. Alright, turn to block cross list source list. Alright, so we got lots of stuff in here. Okay, so let's try to go to here, here. Git block cross source, and we're going to copy here, and then we'll go new folder block cross IO. What is it? Oh, block cross -js. There we go. And we'll go paste. There we go. So now we have our block cross stuff in here. So what we need to do is we want to create this stuff. So this is where we need to, we'll end up creating a email, an ID for this stuff. And then this is our code that we're going to kind of rewrite, and then we will try to, we won't be able to do it because this is our address, right? We can't do that. We want to create the API so that we can actually pull stuff from it, but we can't really query it, 1, until we synchronize, 2, until once it's synchronized you have to create a wallet, and then we can use the API with that. So we're going to do a So we're gonna do check. Oops, hello. We're gonna go check transactions. We'll go beat block frost transaction check, and we're gonna do yeah. So we go like this. Okay, so we want to do set timeout, and then we're going to make a function, and we're going to call itself again. And this is we'll do it every 30 seconds. Alright. And this is do something here with block frost every 30 seconds. So that is our check. So we're going to fire it once when we initialize. So we're going to go call once upon script startup. There we go. So it'll basically just do this over and over again. And we want close. We're not downloading that anymore. We have this. Is this done yet? No. Alright. Alright, so this is IPFS. So we're going to do IPFS, and then I want the code for main script. Alright, so this is what this is. So we're going to take this, and we want this all the way up here. Variables, or constants, yeah, imports, whatever, no one cares, we'll just do this. Alright, so we got block frost, and we need the IPFS, and we're going to go here, and then we want, okay, so my IPFS key and my API key. So we're going to make two constants here. So we're going to do block frost constants, constant API key is this, and constant IPFS key is this. So we're going to dump this into this is going to be IPFS key, and this is API key. Alright, and this here is going to be we're going to do create wallet check balance. Let's make a function get wallet address, wallet name, and we're gonna go let wallet equals Cardano wallet name address. What is it? Maybe we do get wallet address, wallet name, and we will return this. We'll just go return, and this should be a string, but we'll do this. Alright, so I want let wallet address is going to be oh, I'm calling it so. That's dumb. Wallet this here. Wallet name, payment address. That's the one we want. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to say wallet name. So do I have the wallet name set in here? No. I'm doing it here. And then initializing the wallet is here. So I'm going to make this constant wallet wallet name is Cardano-Dev. Alright, so I want this, and my wallet name is going to be check balance by this. That'll be fine. Get wallet address, that's fine. And then I want create wallet name, and then I want to go get wallet address by that, and this is going to be here. Okay. So that should be all we need for that part. So all we'll have to do is initialize our block frost, and what we'll do is this should all function right away. Like, it's gonna just do whatever it wants here. It's gonna try and add this, so we're gonna make this this part into, what is this? This is adding something. So this is gonna be a function, async function add IPFS. No, we're gonna add IPFS file, sure. And we want file name or file, like that. And we'll fix that later, just so it's not running right away. And we're going to do the same thing here. So this is going to be function, async function, get transactions, and we're going to put this in here. So that's not being called. So this code will actually be inside here. So we'll actually be doing this, right? So we're going to call get transactions from blockfrost.io. Alright, and we'll have to edit this. So we're going to go to do edit this to perform a TX query based on wallet. Which it actually might just do by itself. Still building, save. Like I said, it takes a long time to build the node now. It's something like when it hits the one that does 58 items, that's the big one, where it's linking it all together. Or 55, something like that. starting to bother me again. I want to I'm just going to create a second account here on one of my dummy email accounts. Sign in. I'm going to add a project, and this is going to be called Cardano Dev YT on the Cardano mainnet. Save. Alright, so I'm going to make a config file, and we're going to make a API key. Oops, I am not in an object. API key is this, and then IPFS key, like that. And then I am going to move this over here and copy and paste these in so you guys don't use these keys. Copy, paste, and then, nope. Where's my IPFS key? Is it the same? I think it's the same. API key, your IPFS key. It doesn't say. I'm just gonna paste it in there. I think it's the same. Alright, here we go. So I'm gonna go into here. Give me my chat back. Alright, so we're going to constant config is going to be require config.json. And this is going to be config.api key, and this is going to be config IPFS key. There we go. And that'll let me do a file without having it visible inside here. Alright, so that thinks it's on. Alright. So now, here. Oh, who's messaging me? Ooh, it's a server message. Oh, from New World, information. Oh, mining, oh yeah. Ooh, that's gonna be cool.
So New World.
How to pick your starting area and skip tutorial. I'm gonna have to watch that one. Oh, we're done. Okay. Alright, so we are done that part of the build. So let's do these version checks. So we're gonna go Cardano. Let's go this CD to Cardano Dev. Actually, we don't even need this anymore. We're gonna go here. Make this a little bigger and clear this. So we're gonna go so I want to go Cardano CLI version, Cardano-Node version. Okay, so that part's running. So now what we need to do is need to go to cnode home scripts, and I need to go to I need to go to files, and then there is a nano mainnet, shit, what is it? Config? Yeah. So, okay, so it's looking for this file. Oh, they might have actually fixed it already. Okay, let's go to scripts. We're going to make sure that our port for our node is 3005. Exit. We want to go to C node. That's all fine. This is going to be called dev exit. Okay, so let's just try to run cnode. It shouldn't error. Listening. Okay, good. So we're running. Okay, so now we're going to deploy it as a systemd. And we need this. Deploy topology updater. Sure, why not? What interval you want to start? Default blank for 1 day, that's fine. Hey. Sure, host name. Oh, geez. I have to put in my IP. Paste. Max Pure, sure. Exit. Okay, so we've got that one. Should be it. So now if I just go sudo systemctl, oh, was it daemon reload? Nope. Reload. Yeah, nope. Sudo systemctl stop cnode. Sudo systemctl start cnode. Systemctl status cnode. When that comes through, and it says it's running, so it's running in the background. So now what we can do is we can actually go and run glibview, and it's going to basically show us this little terminal thing. And this is its current synchronizing steps, right? So this is what takes a day or so. And this will eventually hit whatever 100%. We are sitting at alright, so here's the current blockchain. So we're on epoch 290, and it is on epoch 0. So it has to go through 290 more epochs, or 289 epochs. 88 plus whatever is left in hours, which we are on 20% through. So not horrible, but it's going to take a while. It's going to take quite a while to synchronize all of this stuff. But that's pretty much it. Once we're done this, we'll be able to query the node, no problem. That's pretty much all there is to getting that part set up. And then this will just update. You don't have to leave it running. The system will run in the background. You can always run this script. When it's done, what you're going to see is if we go to other locations, computer, opt, Cardano, cnode, And then this priv folder, when we create a wallet, there'll be a wallet in here. We're going to go wallet. And that is going to let us create the folder from this create wallet script, right? We create a wallet. All the files that it creates, we'll copy them into the priv wallet folder. It's either wallet or wallets. I have to double check that. But that folder structure is the same, and we just have to rename all this and remove the wallet name and the period at the beginning of the file. So it's just payment.vkey, payment.skey, whatever. Like all that, the file name should all be the same, just without the name of the wallet and an extra period in front of it. So that's pretty much all you do. And we can't really do anything until it's done. So I think we're going to stop the stream here. We basically have everything we need, and all we have the script done, so that we should be able to at least query the block frost stuff at some point, and then yeah, we should be able to just start working on stuff after this. We'll work on the minting and everything at a later time. We just want to make sure we get all of the parts of this code working, and that way we're ready to go once this is done synchronizing. So we've got Visual Studio done, Cardano-CLI-JS is in there, BlockFrost.js is in there, so we can check for account balances and transactions and stuff using all of their awesome stuff. Using their IPFS, we should be able to upload files to the IPFS, get the hash, and then add that as our metadata for the NFT token that we're going to mint. And that should be it. We'll have to send some fake money to this thing, and then actually what I'll do, I don't know if it's gonna work properly, but we'll run CN tools here. I'll show you what this is like. Oh yeah, it won't run until it's synced. Dang. Okay. Alright, well that's too bad. Alright, so I can't show you CN tools until it's synchronized, so I guess that's it for the stream. There's not much else I can do until it synchronizes, so yeah, we got quite a ways to go, and yeah, 7.4% done. Oh, 8.3%. Yeah, we're hammering on our way through Epoch 1. So yeah, somewhere around when were we done? We have been here since August of 2020. So we started in 208 is where our epoch is when we started. That's how long our relay's been around, so it's been a while. Anyways, I guess that's it for this video. We'll talk to you guys when this is done. I'll start streaming again as soon as I have time when this is done, but it shouldn't be too long. Probably in the next day or two I'll have some time to just sit on here and start hammering through some stuff on the live streams. All of this stuff is going to be on live stream, no cuts or anything. So yeah, other than this, because no one wants to sit here and watch it synchronize for like 10 hours or however long it's going to take. So anyways, you guys have fun, and we will talk to you guys later.